Hey, what is up everyone, Nick here with my recap and review for Batman #1 from the all-new creative team of Tom King and David Finch. This is I Am Gotham Part 1. The issue opens with a flight coming into Gotham on its final descent from the perspective of the passengers. We cut to Gordon and Batman on a rooftop discussing a recent attack on a military base called Fort Marshall, in which the attackers got away with a surface-to-air missile launcher. The two are interrupted when a missile strikes the plane coming to land at Gotham. Batman and Gordon immediately jump to action and go on separate paths to cover more ground. Batman asks Alfred if the Justice League members are available to help, but none of them are. Duke volunteers from the Batcave and helps Batman figure out exactly where to launch from his Batmobile to impact the plane. As Batman wrestles with the plane's navigation systems all throughout Gotham City with the help of Alfred remotely controlling from the Batcave and coordination with Gordon on the ground with police forces and evacuation, we see a mysterious figure that shot down the plane watching from a nearby rooftop. As Batman accepts his fate and makes one last effort to save the plane, one which will kill him in the process, he is saved by two new heroes named Gotham and Gotham Girl, who proclaim that this is their city and they will save it. Now that is where the issue ends, and overall I have to say I'm a little bit let down by this book. I thought that it was painfully average in my opinion, and it really just didn't hold a light to Scott Snyder's #1 issue way back from 2011. If you go back and check that one out, it really set up the voice that he had for Batman's character. It set up the Court of Owls in one issue, it set up all of Batman's villains in this really cool opening montage sequence, and it just was like a very good, it's almost like a classic issue now, and I felt like this one didn't necessarily have to do that, but it had to kind of get people in. I mean, people were pretty fired up after Scott Snyder's lengthy run on the character with 51 issues, and I think people had a lot of expectations for this book going into it, and unfortunately to me it just really didn't live up to any of them. Now I know Tom King, I like Tom King, he's a good writer, he's a cool guy too, I've met him at a few conventions, but I think that maybe just for this issue alone, we don't know how the story's going to pan out, like this I Am Gotham storyline, but I think that just for this #1 issue, it was just not up to par of what people are expecting from it. I think a #1 really has to grab people and bring them into the story full on, otherwise people are just going to not be interested and just not pick up the #2 or 3 or so on. So overall, I'm going to give this issue a 7 out of 10, and I thought that it just could have been so much better, and I was a little bit disappointed also in the fact that Tom King very heavily referenced old writers and kept taking direct sequences out of their other works, because it was just a little bit kind of odd to see that happening. But overall, if you guys got a chance to check this issue out, let me know what you guys thought down in the comment section below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you're in the middle with me when you just kind of thought it was average, it wasn't anything special, let me know, because we can get a good discussion going about this comic. But anyways, if you like this video and you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down there, click the like button. If you want to consider supporting us further, we have a Patreon which you can go check out. Also, for anyone wondering, we are going to be covering the full storyline when it is finished, the I Am Gotham story arc, which should be in just a couple of short months. We won't be covering the issues week to week, but we will be covering the full story arc when that wraps up. So anyways, my name is Nick, and I will see you guys later.